Feed.
Okay.
We should be up. I'm going to do this for everybody because we want to start the show off, and I only know how to do it one way. And here we go.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We are live. This
Right.
is a Dad's Thing production. And let me get this up. Trying to be professional, folks. This is our first live,
Here we go.
first
right.
week of the NFL playoffs. This is James, one of your hosts, and my big brother, none other than Calvin Hargrove, is on the other end. Say what's up, Cal.
How's everybody doing out there in TV land?
Are you muted? Did I mute you?
Am I muted? No, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I think I might have.
You might have muted me.
Hold on, let me see something real quick. Get that off. Gotta make sure I got you on here. Man, we were just technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hold on, folks. Try again, Cal.
How about now? Can you hear me? No?
I still got you muted.
I'm definitely up on this.
You're on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Hold on, folks. Just got a couple of technical difficulties. I'm going to try to work this out. You're good. Oh, I think I know what I did. Go ahead now, Cal.
How about now? Can you hear me?
I got you now, and I know what I did.
All right.
See, this is...
Hey, this is all part of the process.
This is all part of the process.
That's right.
It's all
just the process.
Good, all good. So, welcome everybody to the show. This is the first live, and just want to thank everybody out there for the support.
Mm-hmm.
A Dad's Thing podcast, Fatherhood and Football. This is the transition to the final part of the season. We had a great first season. Cal was the first guest, blessed with about 13 other guests on the show. Total of 14 episodes.
Well done.
Thank you. And I just got to say, it was heard in 10 countries. We've had over 350, almost 400 plays, all of the episodes. But the thing that I love the most about what happened is the connections that we had. Right, you and I, we've been in contact. We stay connected as usual. But I remember towards the end of the season, we had Kevin Fratore on the show, and we played with Frat for a year together.
Yes, we did.
Two. Yeah, that's right. Two. But that's
2
right.
years.
That's right. Mm-hmm. You came back. So 2 years, my freshman, sophomore year, your 2 senior years, your fourth and your fifth one.
Right. And, you called 2 senior.
And what was so funny is, check this out. I had called Frat about 3 months into my move here to California. So that was in 1999. So 3 months in, gave Frat a call. He was back in Ohio. What's up, Frat? Everything is good. And then we had lost touch, hadn't been in touch. And about 21 years later, he's like, man, it's been too long that we've talked, but it's like we haven't skipped the beat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this is what the show has done. It's brought guys back together, reminiscing about old stories, but learning what's happening and what's new. And that's the beauty of it. Lots of folks have grown, kids and all that. So it's been a blessing. So I appreciate you, man, for your support. You always are down for something. So
absolutely. Absolutely. I'll support the cause. Absolutely. Especially for a Fordham person, definitely won't get that love no matter what.
Thank you. Thank you.
Women
Thank
or
you, thank you,
women,
thank you.
man or woman, so it doesn't matter.
Definitely. I mean, our circle is
right.
both. And the funny thing about the podcast, when I look at some of the numbers, just to see if I need to make any adjustments, about 55% of the audience are men, right?
Right.
The other portion is female. Right?
Yes, it
So
is.
I love the
Yes, it
ladies who
is.
are tuning in to see what's happening on the show. And also our friends, they reminisce. We've got so many athletic trainers that have been with us down those roads of memory. So
yes,
it's not just us. It's a whole lot of folks.
Oh, man. Absolutely.
So good. So we got a full slate this weekend, and hoping to get some folks in on the chats, as you are on Facebook, as you're on the page, as you're on, we got a couple of other spots, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Feel free to put in some comments in the section. As you do that, those things will pop up on the screen so folks can see it. Also, we would love to hear your voice. So if
There's
you want to, you are more than welcome to call in. You will be live with Calvin and James. There's the number. I'm gonna leave that there just in case you need to jot that down. But feel free to call into the show. But hey, let's get started. There's 6 games, if I'm not mistaken, on this weekend. There's gonna be 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then another game on Monday. And the first game of the playoffs is going to be this one right here. So we got the Raiders and the Bengals, 1:15 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. And the Raiders ended on a wild one. So what's your initial thoughts about what Raider Nation is going to bring to the table?
Here's how I look at it. I mean, just the Raiders are on a very emotional high right now, and they're playing on the road in Cincinnati outside. So I feel like, and the Bengals are a young, very confident team that doesn't really know what they're about to embark on, because this is their first playoff run as a group, coaching staff and players, quarterback, star receiver. So, I mean, those are 2 factors. I mean, the factors I'm looking at are the road team has probably the more experience. But the home team has the bravado and I mean, they're probably not afraid of this stage because, a lot of these kids, you got a couple guys from LSU that have been on big stages. They're now on the Bengals now. So the quarterback shouldn't be rattled. That wide receiver shouldn't be rattled. But it's a playoff game, and it ramps up a little higher, way higher, excuse me, because this is it. This is win or go home. So I kind of like the Raiders because they've been playing playoff games for the last 3 weeks to stay in.
3 weeks.
And that last one was a doozy.
At home.
Home, every play mattered. Every practice mattered. These guys' jobs on the line. Who knows who's going to be the head coach next year. So they're all living for the moment right now. So I think the Raiders have the advantage because they've been on this level of intensity for about a month. If you think about it, no matter who they played, they beat the Colts on the road, and they did, and then they beat they beat the Chargers last week, right? Was it Chargers?
Yep.
So on the road,
that's a good team.
So very good team. So
So listen, I have to agree with you with everything you said. And like you said, the Bengals. Is it going to be too big for them? I don't know. Because you talk about a quarterback who won a national championship. He knows what that scene looks like, although this is a lot different, but he's been there. And then, you got a wide receiver as a rookie who's had one of the greatest, rookie seasons there is. So these kids are balling. But the game changes, and we talked about the ability to make adjustments on the fly. So we'll see what happens. But to your points of the Raiders, not only, have they been playing these last several weeks as if it was the playoffs, but man, think about all of the stuff that they've gone through, as a unit, as an organization, early on. So they've been through a lot of adversity. I know
they stuck together through all of it.
I was going to say David Carr. I meant to say Derek Carr. Broke his leg his first time. Going to the playoffs, and now he's healthy and he's back.
I forgot about that. That's right. He sure did. I forgot about that injury. That's right. He sure did get suffer injury before. So this is not his first rodeo. So we'll see. I mean, I think the home team has the advantage. I'm not sure what Vegas thinks about who the favorite or the underdog is.
Right.
But I feel like the home team the road team has the advantage just because of they've been bringing this kind of desperation for about 3 weeks. Well, I mean, all season they lost their coach and one of their really pretty good playmakers, and they hung in there. They hung in there, and they got Sean Jackson's been around for a while. They got a couple guys on the team, who've been around, who've been through this a little bit. So that also helps to have experienced players on your team. I think the Raiders have a few more of those than the Bengals do overall. So. And, the Raiders have good players. They got some good players on offense.
They do. They do. They've got some good players. They are capable. The predictability predictor from ESPN, they've got Cincy nearly 68% to win.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We talk about the spread, -5 Cincy. That's what they're looking at over there. So we shall see, and the other thing about it, when you've played such high emotional football for so long, can you sustain that as in the Raiders? You know what I mean? Week in and week out.
That's right. We will find outside in the cold. In the cold.
Vegas, baby.
They haven't played in cold weather all year, I don't believe. They never played a cold weather game all year.
I don't think so either.
They played Indy in the dome.
Weather spot. Yeah.
Denver, maybe Denver. They might have played one game in Denver when it was a little, touch and go outside. But it's cold in Cincinnati at this time of year. It's cold. It's cold up there. So
it's going to be a whole different ball game. So we'll see. That's the Raiders. That is the Raiders and the Bengals. First game kicking off on Saturday, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go to the next game. And if there's any Raider Bengals fans out there, just shout us out. Send a message.
Do I know any Raiders? Do I know any? I know a few Raiders fans. Bengals fans. I know one Bengals fan in my entire life. I used to work with him back in the 90s. One. One. Period. So I doubt he's watching this, but I'll send him a copy of it if I can.
Maybe next time.
Matt, I'm still looking around. I used to call them the Bungles when they were really bad. He hated that. The Bungles, but
man,
they're in the playoffs now, so I can't call them that anymore.
It's a whole different ball game in Cincy. It's a whole different ball game. So we'll see about that game come 1:15 on Saturday. I'm moving right down. Second game of that day. We got the Patriots versus the Bills. And I heard something crazy on NFL Live or excuse me, one of them shows today talking about Josh Allen and his inability to play in the cold weather. You up there in Buffalo? That's what was said about his extremities, his feet getting cold, and him being uncomfortable.
I think he's from Wyoming.
I think that's where he played.
He's from Wyoming.
Yeah, when I heard that, when I heard that, I just had to die laughing.
We'll say something, James. Every once in a while, I'm sorry to cut you off. Every once in a while,
go ahead.
It's something called information overload, as we both know what that means. ESPN has nothing else going on this week other than say something stupid like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he been in Buffalo, this is his third year in Buffalo? And all of a sudden now the cold weather is a factor now? Get out of here. Yeah. That's such a ridiculous thing to say. It's like saying Brett Favre can't play in 90-degree weather. He's from Louisiana. Come on, that don't make any difference. It doesn't make it. That's why I don't watch the ESPN all week. I don't watch it because there's too much going on, and it's not their fault. They got to fill content up, but that don't make any sense to make a comment like that. And he's playing in Buffalo.
Throwing
for 3,000 yards.
Exactly. Yeah, I forget exactly what the stat was, but when he gets to a certain temperature, his record is something. God. So again, filling in the time, with information, whether it means something or not.
That information.
But
who knew that?
They are up there in Buffalo. Hopefully you'll see. What did they call up there? The Buffalo Mafia jumping.
Yeah, the Bills Mafia. I think it's Bills Mafia. Mafia. Yeah.
They be doing some crazy stuff up
yeah,
there.
Their biggest show to the team was, the parking lot is the show. The parking lot before the game. The tailgate is the show out there.
Right.
Never not interested. Not interested.
It's
not
too
interested.
cold to be out there.
Go right to the game. Like I get there. I'm not stopping in the parking lot.
But listen to that stat about the cold. I remember my last game was up at Holy Cross in the snow.
Is that right?
And they had to, they had to shovel the snow off the lines to start. To do that several times. That's how much snow it was. So they only did the yard lines, right? Every 5 yards, but it was that much snow up there. I remember not having any sleeves on, and I had a pair of gloves, and that was it. And that was the whole game. So I didn't make no millions of dollars. I got a scholarship. So Mr. Allen, tough it up. You'll be all right, and we'll see what happens.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right, especially once get going. So your thoughts on the game? They're playing the Patriots. Patriots got their new quarterback, who they've played well, and they're back in the playoffs after a year not being in the playoffs. So what are your initial thoughts on this matchup of young quarterbacks?
This is a tough one. This is a tough one because you have Bill Belichick, who has his third shot at you in 1 year. As a defensive mastermind. The Bills' defense, the Bills' offense is their strength.
Yeah.
They got Diggs and they got other things, but their offense is what drives them. Their defense is what it is. But and Bill Belichick has a way of just nullifying an entire offense. You give him time. And he knows Buffalo. He knows the Jets. He knows Miami. He knows how to stop them. So I feel like if the Raiders, my God, the Patriots quarterback does not make any mistakes with the ball, which he has not been that bad all year, I think Belichick and their coaching staff will find a game plan to keep it close. If you keep it close, now the coaching really makes a difference because strategy is everything. And I feel like I'm leaning towards New England right now. Just with the experience that they have. And I honestly don't think it matters who the quarterback is if the coach is Bill Belichick. Brady is who he is, but they're still winning games. They won 10 games with a rookie quarterback.
Excuse me, they're winning games, right?
They're winning games
and
the old-fashioned way.
Needed to do what he needed to do for that first year post 12. This is a funny thing. Check this out. The Pats Bills, Patriots won 14-10 in Buffalo early in the season.
Okay.
And then the Bills won in New England 33-21. So the home team has lost both games.
Has lost. So it's going to be low scoring again. It's going to be low scoring, which leans towards New England, in my opinion. Because they run the ball. They run. Who was the one getting ran the ball like 50 times against somebody?
Wow.
They ran the ball 50 times this year against somebody, and they won the game. It was a bad weather. It was a bad weather game. I kid you not.
Yeah.
They threw the ball 3 times.
Yeah. See, if we had Corey Bailey come on the show, he would tell us. He does a
weekly show. The New England beat somebody. They beat somebody this year. They rushed the ball 50 times in one game and had 3 pass attempts and won the game. I can't remember who it was. It was an outside game. It was iffy weather. I can't remember what the team it was, but they're capable of doing that. They're prepared to run the ball every play. On the road up there. So I kind of sort of just lean towards the experienced coaching staff. They have a good enough quarterback to win on the road. They play defense again in New England.
Yeah.
It's like Tom Brady's second year all over again. Like they're building through the defense and they'll manage the offense and they'll score when they can. And Buffalo they want to put points on the board.
Yeah.
When you can't, you get frustrated. You can't put points on the board against a team you should be beating at home. Right. All of a sudden, you start getting a little nervous, and that's when he does his best work. That coach staff, they make adjustments on the fly, play to play. They'll redesign the whole offense at halftime. So
listen,
I like New England.
This is interesting. This I think is a big moment for for the quarterback for the Bills. Big moment for him. It's your time to shine now. So we'll see what he does, but I think it's going to be a close game too. You can't give the master 3 shots at it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the stakes are high. And I know he has something to prove, his own quarterback winning a Super Bowl 1 year removed
without him,
the organization, and he doesn't make it. So he's going to do it. Not saying that they have what it takes to make that long of a run. That's just my opinion. But it'll be interesting nonetheless. Yes. Hey, folks, listen, the number is 650-346-7949, 650-346-7949. We'd love to hear from you and your thoughts. I am actually going to go to the page. I'm going to put the link on the page. So if you so desire to show your face, talk a little bit of football with us about your team, would love that. I'll do that in a little bit. I'm gonna get to the next game. So after the Patriots, after the Patriots and Bills, then we got a good one. I know this one is near and dear to your heart, Cal. So we got the Eagles. Eagles fly. And the Buccaneers with number 12 down there defending. Hold up. I think I jumped. No, that's right. This is
that's right. 1 o'clock. Your 1 o'clock
First
Sunday.
Game, Sunday. And this is going to jump us off with the Eagles and the Buccaneers. So this is going to be down in Tampa. Initial thoughts. I mean, we know that the Buccaneers are the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yes.
They've had a lot of stuff, to say the least, go on the last week.
I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot to use, bro. I forgot about that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I forgot that happened.
We've been talking about this for the last 2 weeks. You did not forget about it.
I forgot that happened.
Come on here on live TV talking about how you forgot what happened to that guy running through the end zone at Met Stadium, and you blame Jets fans for provoking the foolery.
I swear to God, I forgot he was on the team.
He ain't on the team. So to say the least, the Buccaneers have had a lot going on. I think it could be a distraction in many of an organization. But when you have number 12 leading the charge, you are the reigning Super Bowl champs. You don't let those things be distractions. But do they have enough weapons? Do they have enough weapons now to make a run, to defend their title the way they want to do it?
Now this one is the proverbial double-edged sword game for me. On one hand, you have, obviously, I'm not an Eagles fan, just in case you were wondering. All right, you'll find out who I am a fan of. I'm not an Eagles fan, absolutely. I'm from the Philadelphia area. I am, but I'm not an Eagles fan, believe it or not. There's a few of us that do not support that football franchise.
Okay.
So
people on my page understand.
I believe they do. I mean, if you don't know that by now, then where have you been? So the Eagles, now any given Sunday, anybody can win, right?
Yes.
If the Eagles pull this off, it paves the way for my team now to go unnamed right now. That's who I'm more worried about, more than Green Bay, is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm more worried about them. If the Eagles pull this off, it'll be I would say of the century. 8.5-point favorite right now, Tampa Bay. But if the Eagles lose, I got at least 45 minutes to stick it to them. Before my game starts at 4:30.
Only 45 minutes. Not
got a 45-minute window.
Because they're going to be coming for your neck as soon as the whistle blows. If they
win that game, that's a big deal. So I'll say this: it'll be in my opinion, it'll be a under 7-point win for Tampa, or it'll be a 21-point loss for the Eagles. It's gonna be a blowout early. Like I'm talking 17-0 at the half, 21-3 at the half, and it's over. And then, or you'll have a dogfight, 14-10, going into the fourth quarter, with a lot of big plays, but not scoring points, or a block punt, or
Gotcha.
a missed field goal, or a couple too many sacks. Because you can, if you get after Brady, you get after Brady, you can rattle him.
Yeah.
If you can get to him, you can rattle him. But I don't think the Eagles have enough firepower to sustain that for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards a home team.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Eagles, that was going to be my question. Do they have enough to get over?
I don't think they do. I mean, not this year. Okay. Not this year. Okay. Their running game is like a three-headed monster, but one of the heads keeps getting hurt. He gets hurt like Anthony Davis does. He has
is that the quarterback?
The running back. The running back is Miles Sanders. Okay. You name it, ankle injury, hamstring. He's out with a hamstring right now.
Right.
So you need him in there. He's like your well, not this week he won't be, but he's your game breaker. You got these other two running backs who move the sticks. So they're a running team. So
and then you mix in the quarterback. You mix in the quarterback who
who's also
a runner.
Injured. Yeah. He's an ankle injury. So I'm not sure how mobile he is. So it's three things going against them to go on the road against a team like that. Who might have galvanized him a little bit with that whole stunt. It might have brought him a little closer. A little closer. Not like you don't need that. But they might have galvanized them, and they put 41 up on Carolina to kind of get things right again. So
well,
I feel like they'll walk the Eagles, or
they put 41 up on. They put
on Carolina. Carolina. Yeah.
The Panthers.
Yes.
With Cam on back, who still is owing something as a.
Oh, he sure was. How about that?
I'm just pointing out that there's a lot of folks that can hang 40 on them. And we did twice. We did twice the Eagles this year. Okay.
40 and 51. 96 points.
You guys did put.
I'm taking full credit for both of those wins too. I want to hear about that JV garbage.
Hey, I'm going to put the number back on because my ears are ringing. So I'm going to leave the number up because after that comment, we might get somebody calling. We might get a comment.
I tell you what, if I'd have known there was a phone call number, if I'd have put that out there, this show would have been a whole different ball game right now. If I'd have known that, I promise you I'd have got at least 2 phone calls by now.
Folks have to look at that.
I did not know that.
Maybe I didn't do a good enough job at advertising of where it would be, that it would also be a phone call, a call in. So that's on me, but going forward, we have that capability. So we are saying that it's going to be the Bucs. Either it's going to be a close one, or they're just going to blow them out of the stadium. We know the quarterback is going to be ready. And we'll see what happens. So that's the first game on Sunday. After that, I know this one is of great interest to you.
Oh boy!
We've got
here we
the
go.
Niners.
Now we're talking.
And we've got the Cowboys.
Now we're talking. Here
at
we go.
1:30. That's the second game of the day, and I think this is going to be a good game. I'm out here out west, so I get to see the Niners play. They've had some adversity out here, but somehow, some way, they have made it to the dance. Their quarterback is back, even though he had a bum thumb, and he played well. So
injury, huh? What is it? On his throwing hand?
It was on his throwing hand.
It's on his throwing hand.
And he sat out, I believe, it may have been 1 or 2 weeks.
That's not good.
But he came back last week and they won. They needed that, and now they're in the playoffs. So
they barely won.
The Niners, I don't think
I
don't think it's going to be a cakewalk.
I tell you what. I applaud the Niners for making it, and that's as far as it's going to go. They made it in with 10-7, with 10 wins. They made it in. They squeaked in. They backdoored their way. Well, no, they won their way in. I'll give them credit for that. But now it's the big leagues now. On the road in Dallas. Now, this is it. Now, if we can't do it this year,
so this team, they beat the Rams the final week of the season by a field goal in overtime.
By a field goal, okay. Yeah. Very formidable opponent. Okay, but the Rams need that game too. I get it. So that was a great game. Great win. But you know what? You got to leave something to tank for next week. I'm not sure if they'll have anything to tank. They played very hard in that game. And now it's the second road game in a week, in 2 weeks. against another good team,
Mm-hmm.
and we have serious playmakers on our defense.
Okay.
Serious playmakers on our defense.
I heard something about the boys in I please forgive me if I get it wrong, but the boys in Harrisburg bully the bullies. A comment that was going through the airways by the rookie linebacker who has made an impact. Micah,
Michael Parsons.
Somebody said something about bullying something. He said, "Man, where I'm from, we bully the bullies."
That's right.
I can feel that as a Queens kid.
And his 15 sacks speak for themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
Rookie 15 sacks. So.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this: we got the quarterback, we have the running game, we have the defense, we have the defensive players. For the first time in probably about 5 years, we got guys on defense who can make plays. I'm very confident. I mean, I've been confident before because I had to. This year, I'm confident because I want to. We have what it takes to get to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl without question about it. Everything's lined up for us to win it this year. Everything's there. I don't care who, Green Bay.
Yeah.
What's that? I heard something in my ear. What was
that?
A
little clicking. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it was me. Yeah.
No, I thought it might have been a phone call from an Eagles fan. Okay, maybe not. I was making sure. I was giving them the floor, but well, this is it. I mean, this is their year. You got the Spirits quarterback. You got the running game. You have. You can say what you want on Mike McCarthy. He has been there before. He has been there before. He's managed this kind of situation before. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll win this weekend. We'll win this weekend. We'll see we play after that, but we'll win this Sunday coming up.
Wow. The guest on the show is we. I mean, the host, the co-host. We.
We as a
no bias.
Cowboy.
I think it's going to be a good game. Game. When you talk about a team who played hard, your Cowboys played hard against Philly as well. Like you said, they hung, 51 points.
51
on the JV squad of the Eagles.
On the professionals. They got paid after the game, right?
JV squad.
They got paid. They got paid. Okay. Hey, listen, it wasn't our fault they didn't want to play. And that that may haunt them, matter of fact. That stuff right there may haunt them.
Listen,
may haunt them.
Hey, we'll see. So you believe in Dak. We go back and forth about him. We'll see. I mean, he has a golden opportunity. He's come back from injury. He's got an opportunity to get this going. And like you said, he has some support. And I think he's got support, but he's definitely got these guys. Everybody's going in the same direction. So it'll be interesting to see. That's a good game. This game has rich history.
Yes, it does.
Franchises playing each other
in the
playoffs over the years. This is rich history. So hopefully,
and we never lost to him. We never lost to him in Dallas in the playoffs.
Okay.
We never lost. We only lost to him in San Fran. Let me ask you a question real quick. What's the most popular team in the Bay Area? Who's number one?
When you talk about
Giants,
football,
Niners, Warriors. Who's not Raiders are gone, but who's number one? Who's
folks? Well, I mean, when you had the Warriors doing what they did, it didn't matter if he was on the East Bay, the Peninsula, North Bay, South Bay. Everybody loved the Warriors. So the Warriors, I would say take the number one spot. But as far as football is concerned, it's just like any other spot where you've got multiple squads. I'm from Queens. For some reason, I gravitated to the Yankees and the Knicks. Instead of the Giants and and Shea, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of territorial, but I would say everybody here, when you go to Southern California, it's a different ball game. When you go to Northern California, you still got your Kings fan, but when you're in the Bay Area, that's the uniting team for everybody. So, but that's basketball, but hey, it's going to be good.
I always wonder who ran the roost. You got history. A lot of history in all three of those franchises. So
definitely
recent history. So I was curious to know.
And of course, up here, the Giants. Baseball. That's it. But again, even with the Giants, that's very territorial because if a lot of folks on the East Bay, they love their A's.
Right. I was gonna say that.
So. It's funny, but it's a rich sports area, and
yes, it
it's a
is.
great place to be, especially
Yes, it
during
is.
when everybody's in the playoffs. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
So you're calling it. You're confident. The Cowboys will come out victorious.
No question. By more than a touchdown. By more than a touchdown. More than a touchdown. Yes.
Got it. So I guess we'll be talking about them next week on the show. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'm sure.
Moving right along.
Yes.
After that game, we've got the last game of the night. We've got the Steelers and the Chiefs, 5:15 p.m. time. That's that Sunday night game. That's going to be on there. And for me, you know me, I love to see the ball thrown around. That's what I like to see. I like to see people making catches and people throwing the ball, how it's supposed to be. So, I like the Chiefs, and they've had a funny season. They've had some ups and downs.
Yes.
They've put it together. And then you have a team in the Steelers, who a lot of people say they shouldn't be here. I wish our boy Anthony was to give us a call.
I vote, but they shouldn't be there. My head is raised on that one. Please.
So, initial thoughts on Steelers Chiefs to wrap up the weekend of games. And you know what? We got a long weekend because Monday is a holiday for most of us. So
that's right. That's
true. That Monday game.
That's true. I didn't think about that. That's right.
So that's probably what's going on. So Steelers Chiefs. What's your take on that?
It's not rare you see a Sunday night funeral. Normally funerals are during the day. You're gonna see a funeral in Kansas City at 8:00 at night. That's gonna be a funeral. Okay, that's it. It's over.
Hey, you said funeral. You said funeral, not even a celebration of life.
Funeral. This is gonna be bad. Okay.
He's going deeper than 6 feet under.
Sad, sorrowful, dark. This is gonna be bad. It will not even be a game.
Wow.
Because the Chiefs the Chiefs have to prove a point to everybody else in the AFC that they still are the team to beat. Yeah. Because the AFC is like you toss up in the air. It could be Tennessee. It could be Buffalo. It could be Chiefs. They got to make a point right now and just mop the floor with the Steelers, be done with it, and move on because the Steelers, they were total backdoor their way in. Everything that's supposed to happen happened for him. I mean, coming down to a game that a tie would have got him out of there versus a win gets him in. I mean, who? I never seen anything like before in my life. So they don't deserve they don't deserve to be there.
They are.
That should be the Chargers.
The Raiders right now. Yeah.
Yes.
That they are thanking the Raiders because I really like that young QB from the Chargers. He's legit, and to not have to face him, we know Ben's got rings. He's been around, but he's not the Ben of that day.
Right, he's done. As Deion said it. Deion said it's over. Deion said it's over. It's over. It's over. He knows it's over. He knows it's over.
Yeah.
He collected $30 more million away at the door and called it a day. He ain't got. There's nothing left. That team has to start over with a new quarterback from somewhere. I guess they'll find one this offseason. Not in the draft, more than likely. They'll find somebody. But Ben his arm is tired. You can look at it. There's no zip. There's no zip on that. It's over. It's time to move on. Eli's gone. Phillip Rivers is gone. Come on. Move on. It's over. Funeral time. Funeral. We're black. We're black and silver. All black. No black and silver. All black.
Not black. You go.
No black and yellow. All black. All right? To that game, you're a Steelers fan.
That's got to be the line. That's got to be the line of the day. That's got to be the line of the day. We still got about 20 minutes, but we're going to keep that one. So it's going to be a funeral in Kansas City.
Starting at 8:15. Starting at 8:15. It's going to be a 2-hour funeral.
Patrick Mahomes is going to be residing over the funeral. And his brother is going to perform or do something stupid. Because we always have that relative, right? We always have that one relative that acts out at the funeral. So he will be that one.
Yes. It's always that one relative.
Oh, is that one?
It's always that one.
Oh man. So listen, I like the Chiefs as well. I don't know if Tyreek Hill is back. I know he was out last week. I got to take a look at the injury.
I didn't know that.
It might be questionable.
I didn't know that.
Probable, one of those things.
I don't think it's going to even matter. I don't think it's going to matter.
You're right.
I don't think it's going to matter. They'll probably put him in there. If the game's got the hand, they'll probably sit him down anyway and let him rest for next week. Whoever knows that opponent's going to be. I guess it's going to be probably. I wonder who it's going to be next week. Patriots Bills probably winner of that game. So we'll see.
We'll see. It'll work itself out. But like you said, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Stakes are extremely, extremely high. That's why people just want to get in because you never know what happens. So
that's right.
We'll see. We'll see. So we got one more game left. Okay.
Yes.
We got one more game left. And I got to say, they did a good job of making the Cardinals and the Rams that Monday night game.
Yes.
The only game that we need to focus on. I'm excited about this. I mean, we talk about two quarterbacks, two teams that fling it and sling it. This is the game right here. So I'm excited about this. Would love to hear your takes on Kyler Murray and Matthew Stafford leading those two teams, Cards and Rams, Monday night.
The Cardinals make me nervous. They, as a Cowboys fan, they make me nervous. The Rams, they
nervous
Stafford
in a good way or nervous in a bad way.
Nervous when I don't want to see them.
Gotcha.
In a bad way for me. I mean, they have something that we can't really solve right now. They did it to us 2 weeks ago, and it didn't feel right. Watching that game, like how they had the offense kind of in a tizzy, and it worked a whole game like that. I was like, we have to see them again. And thank God we won that game against Philly to get us out of that slot because we just saw them this weekend. So the Cardinals are they're dangerous in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win that game against the Rams because that quarterback, Stafford, great numbers. He has everything. He has all the tools he needs. But you saw what he did last week. You saw how he played against San Fran.
Yeah.
It's just something about him that you just can't trust him in a tight game. Yeah, you can't. He's never proven anybody wrong in regards to him delivering in a playoff game. He's only been in play on. This is only second one. Or his third one, maybe it's third playoff game. I don't know.
Really?
But he hasn't won any of them. And I mean, Dak's rookie year, when they played Detroit, was it Romo's last year? Either one. He can get the ball to us defense 2 times that game. He just unreliable. He's better than Jared Goff, but he's unreliable, in my opinion. Yeah. And I think the Cardinals are banking on that type of performance. The same one that got the Niners. And just about there right now, they count on him giving the ball back to him. And he finished the game like that, So I think the Cardinals have the advantage here. I'll pick 3 road teams this weekend. That's kind of funny.
We'll go back over
it. I feel like the Cardinals have a fighting chance in LA against a team that is not playing with confidence, but they're not really, well, and plus the Cardinals know them. They play them twice a year. So this is the third time around. It's tough that third game. That third game is tough to do. And, the Cardinals are a little up and down as well, but I feel like they're a little more steady than the Rams are. So I like the Cardinals in that game.
Yeah. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have the popcorn and all the goodies and snacks. And
that's a good game.
Right up underneath me. And we're going to be looking at the game and watching and see what's going on. Because it's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good game. I'm excited about it. A lot. You said a lot. Again, Matthew Stafford hasn't shown me anything yet. It's all glitter and glamour during the regular season. And we talked a little bit beforehand. He's the quarterback for 2 of the greatest receiving seasons in the history of the NFL. Megatron and now Cooper Kupp. He's the guy who helped get those guys there. So he's definitely talented. But this is different. You know what I mean? And I like Kyler. I like our boy Chase. Edmonds
You like?
as well.
Yes, I do.
Guy,
Yeah, yes,
well.
I do love the fact that he's there.
So,
I don't think he's gonna play though. I heard
I
haven't heard his name mentioned.
Hurt or
I keep hearing
something.
James Connors in there, so I'm like, what happened there? So maybe he's not.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll get in the game.
But again, a lot of pressure. I think a lot of pressure is on McVay. They pulled the trigger, got rid of the quarterback, and this is the guy.
Yes,
they got rid of the quarterback who got them
to Super Bowl.
And now they bring Matthew in, who's an outstanding quarterback. They both have something to prove, and
yes, they do.
For them if they lost at home, so.
We'll see.
We will see.
I'm leaning. So who do you like? You like the Rams in this game, or you like Arizona as well?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna go down the list.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about. We're gonna keep. I got Cal and then James. We're gonna go back through the list and pick them and see how we do. How we do.
Oh, it's like a Dion
week
thing.
To week.
It's like a Dion thing.
We're gonna see how we do week to week. And again, folks, I am no pro. I do not follow all of these teams other than an earshot of highlights, knowing players, reading a couple articles here and there. And whoever Dallas plays, I gotta watch, I gotta see, and whoever the Eagles play, I gotta see and watch and listen, because I ain't got no choice but to hear Calvin and the crew gab about it. So
that's right, you gonna hear about it.
I've got
like it or not, you gonna hear about it.
No choice whatsoever. So
the magic of tagging somebody on the page.
Yeah,
the magic.
All right, so we are going to take a look. So, our first game, Raiders and Bengals. Who you got, Cal?
I'm taking the Raiders, the road team, the underdog on the road. I'm taking the Raiders.
Yeah.
In that game.
I can see how you do that. I just think these young guys from the Bengals are loose. They're ready, and they've showed it throughout the year just how resilient they can be. So I'm going with the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals. At home, I like what they are building there. They're doing it right. So I'm going to go with them. So there we go.
All right.
Here we go. We got the Patriots and the Bills.
Again, I like the road team here for a different reason. I'm feeling like the game plan that the Patriots coach staff will put together will be effective, very effective against the Bills third time around. A lot of divisional opponents in his lineup this week. So I'm liking New England in this game by a hair, maybe a field goal.
Gotcha. And for what you said, I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think it's gonna be close. This is the third time, so the rubber match. So I think at home the Bills are gonna say we got to protect our house. It's gonna be close. Because of the adjustments that are going to be made on the other side and Belichick and the Wizard. But I think the young quarterback from Buffalo is going to do what he needs to do to get it done. He wants to be one of those guys that we talk about. So I got the Bills in that game as well. So we are doing pretty good right now.
This is gonna be interesting. I bet you that's what we don't disagree on. I guarantee that.
Bucks.
Okay, I dare you.
I'm not going against that man in the first round.
Okay. Let's keep this real simple. Bucks win. By a lot. More than touchdown. Let's keep it 100 here. The Eagles won't have a shot. They ain't got a shot.
I'll give that to you too. I got the Bucks by a couple of touchdowns as well.
Get
over with. I think the moment is going to be too big for the Eagles.
I agree.
I think it's going to be too big for them.
They're a year away. They're a year away from being where they need to be at to be a real contender and real opponent for teams like that. Wow. They're a year away.
That's very nice of you to say. I didn't expect you to give them some props of a year away.
Well, as long as they keep the quarterback in place, they keep him there and give him the support he needs to develop like they did in Baltimore, like they're doing in Arizona, like they're doing in all the other franchises, give him a shot to evolve. The guy in Miami was his understudy in Alabama. Look on the support he's getting. They fired the coach. He's still there. So give Jalen Hurts, I can't believe I'm saying this, give him a shot to actually evolve and become a quarterback in the NFL. I mean, what's wrong with being patient with him?
Yeah.
You gave Carson Wentz a shot and then traded him away, so keep the quarterback in play with the coach and now, build your defense up.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
And now in Indy, they're very non-committal about window wins. Very non-committal.
Yeah. Yes, as they should be. As they should be.
All right, here's the game.
He could be in Pittsburgh next year. You be careful.
Oh, hey,
he could be in Pittsburgh next year. Be careful with that. You never know.
I don't know. I mean,
you never know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody. Yeah. See, this is what gets me about the league when they start recycling guys, thinking, it's going to be my system. Oh, he just needs to change the scenery. But yeah, he's not in the playoffs, so let's not talk about him. We got the Niners and the Cowboys, and I really, I'll go first here because I already know.
Yeah, please do.
If the quarterback from the Niners was not hurt, and when I say hurt, if he was 100%, he's about 85%, 90% with the thumb. I think he's going to be coming hot and fast at him. Dallas, and I think it's going to be a little too much. And when he gets rattled, then he starts throwing darts and the team. So I got him throwing 2 picks. I'm saying he's going to throw 2 picks.
Oh,
he's going to press. He's going to be.
I can live with that. He
might even fumble once because the hand is not where it needs to be.
There you go.
Those guys are going to go hand hunting, not head hunting.
Yes,
go hand hunting. So
that's
I got the Cowboys just because I'm trying to be realistic, not because I want to hate on anybody. But I got them boys. They'll be them boys for a week.
The better team is going to win. It's as simple as that. The better team is going to win that game, and the better team is the home team in this case. 12-5, that's a real number. 12-5 is real. It's a real number.
You can't even say their names, or it's just the home team.
Well, everybody know where I'm going with this. Okay. At this point, everybody knows where I'm going with this. The home team down in Dallas is going to win the game on Sunday, and we're going to move on to the next round. It's as simple as that.
Gotcha. I agree. I think they're going to win the game. They're going to win the next round, and we'll see what happens there. Chiefs. Are we in agreement?
Yes, we are. We are. For every reason under the sun, it's over.
It's funny because it's the playoffs, but I really feel that if Coach Prime was on, he'd be giving us one of those. Ain't nobody care about that.
Ain't nobody care. That's the one game that ain't nobody care. That's right. That's the one game. That's the one game. You're right. That's it. Coach Prime would never put ain't nobody care of that one.
My goodness.
No question.
If something other than the Chiefs winning this game happens, man, this is live. It's recorded. We're on saying it. So
yes.
But I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
That would be a miracle. Literally a modern day miracle. The Chiefs lose that game.
I agree.
That will be a modern day miracle on TV. Will take place if the Chiefs lose that game.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I agree.
And the NFL will begrudge the day that ain't gonna happen. Let's just move on.
All right, we'll move on. We got our last matchup for this wild card weekend. We got the Cardinals and the Rams in LA. Beautiful stadium there. Had some folks visit it. Had nothing but nice things to say.
I've heard the same thing about that place. Yeah, I heard about it.
So, who you got?
I like the road team because I don't trust the Rams quarterback in a game of this magnitude. I feel like the Cardinals have a better chance with their gunslinger over the Rams signal caller. I don't trust Matt Stafford. I do trust Kyler Murray, even though he's a problem if we have to face him. If we Dallas have to face him down the road, but I thought the Cardinals have a better a better team equipped for this kind of game.
Gotcha.
The third time around, the Rams coming off of a loss at home to a team similar to the Cardinals, which is the Niners. They're kind of designed the same way. Not the quarterback play, but the way they're set up. They run the ball, both of them, rely on their defense a little bit. And I don't think the Rams, Odell, and he ain't really, Odell's not, he don't have any sweat equity in the team. He's just there. Matt Stafford just got there. They're not on the same page, those two. Those two named stars are not on the same page because it's not enough time, to get on the same page when you get there week 8, so. I like the Cardinals in that game on the road. 3 road teams I picked this. That's amazing. Wow.
Gotcha. Well, I'm following suit. I'm going with the Rams too. I don't trust, and you said it. I'm just not sold on the coach QB combo in LA.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've got to throw him in there too.
Yes, you do.
Throw him in there too.
Yes, you do.
But I kind of. And this is funny that I'm saying this because I saw something talking about how well the Cardinals start the season, and then towards the end of the season it's just a flip. So we got to see if Kyler can get this team over the hump and perform the way that he's capable of performing, because he does some bonehead things. I see him take some sacks.
Yes, he does.
That just is like, just throw it away. You know what I mean? And I just think he feels his quickness can elude one more for that. So he's got to eliminate that. But I'm going with the Cards too. I'm going with the Cardinals in this game to upset, the Rams at home. And what I believe is this his first playoff game, Kyler? Is it?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the first game. I'm pretty sure. I know they didn't play last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No. They didn't make it last year. They didn't make it. Okay.
So yeah, we're both going with the Cards, the Chiefs, the Cowboys. So we're there, and the Bucks. The only places where we differ is you got the Raiders over the Bengals, and I've got the Bills over New England.
Over Patriots,
that's where we are. And I like it. I'm gonna leave it. I like it, and we'll see what happens. We'll tally that up for next week. 3 minutes left. There's 2 teams we haven't talked about because they got the byes. We've got the Packers. Titans.
Tennessee.
Did the Titans deserve to be where they are? It's just funny hearing the Titans, and I know their running back was hurt for a little bit.
But I think it's going to play.
Yeah.
I think it's going to play next week. We just don't make him think he's going to play. I mean, I feel like Tennessee was better than Kansas City was overall throughout the season, and better than Buffalo. So by default, Green Bay, same thing. Green Bay wasn't that much better than the Bucks or Dallas or who in the West, the Rams. I hear better, but in general, they wasn't above and beyond. So Tennessee is the same path where they were just a hair. Tennessee really didn't, so they kind of sort of got it by default. But they got to show up and play too in a week. A week from Sunday, they got to show up and play too. So it's not always the best situation to be sitting at home. I've seen Dallas go through that a couple of times where they sat at home, that bye week and Green Bay came in and beat their doors off, So momentum has a thing that can go for you or go against you. All depends on what kind of team
better off playing. Right.
Because it's a rhythm thing. It's a rhythm thing. Yeah, it's a rhythm thing.
Rhythm.
Or if you're young, young team, that.
Right.
So all depends. All depends, though. So we'll find out. We'll find out a week about Tennessee and about Green Bay.
Gotcha.
Boy.
It's hard to bet against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he just, with all the stuff that surrounds him.
The
aura he puts out there. It's hard. It's like, man, all he does is win. All he does
until the NFC Championship game, until that last game, and then he loses all the time. all the time. He gets you that last one.
That's been the story.
He don't make it happen. He don't get past that hump. He only made the one. He made one Super Bowl and won it. I think it's been four championship games. At least 4 in his career.
He's had many of opportunities to get more rings, and that was one of the things that was talked about on one of the shows today is, when it's all said and done and he's in the Hall of Fame, he's going to be in a different wing than some of these other great quarterbacks because of the fact, if he can't get another ring and another ring. So he's got a great team. He's got lots of weapons and tools. There's no reason for him not be able to take it all the way. So we are done, folks.
That was fun, man. I appreciate it.
I hope you all enjoyed it. Cal, thank you. We will be back next week, same time, same channels, different round. And we're going to be talking some more playoff football from the NFL and getting a total on how we did this week. And we'll see what happens. Listen, folks, the number is there. For the future, we'd love to have.
Please call in next week. Call in next week.
I'll get to the page to put the link in. But if you want to be a guest, I can have you on the show as a guest, and you can show up on the screen. We'd love to have you and just talk a little bit about your team or who you are rooting for that week that's coming up. So we are good. We're out, and we'll see you next week. Be good.
Yes. Have a good time, everybody. Enjoy your football this weekend. Enjoy.